basically just what did he say to you guys at halftime, and how did that kind of change everything?
He didn't ever say anything. I mean, we knew coming in the half what we had to do. We came out too lackadaisical, too lazy, too laid back, and I mean, that's not us. That's not who we are this year. You know, and like I said before, earlier in the year, the players is a player-driven team now, and we were the ones to get on each other and expecting different, and that's what we came out and second half and did.
Do you think just that change in attitude, that change in mentality without him having to say anything would have happened the last couple of years?
I don't think so. I think we depended on coach motivation, we depended on coaches for inspiration. So I think, like I said, I think it's a different team this year.
Did anybody else talk? I mean, did any of the players get up and say something like, hey, we got to pick this up? I mean, was there anything, I guess, even said at halftime?
I think it was a group thing. I mean, we just came in really just very disappointed ourselves.
Daniel, can you just talk about the start of the second half? You came in, got a couple steals, kind of got things going.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we're obviously a little flat, so that's the majority of my role is to come in and try to pick up the tempo and pick up the energy, and that's what Coach asked me to do at halftime, and I mean, everybody picked it up, and we had a good start in the second half. So.
Victor, what kind of motivation did you have in the second half where you would seem to really turn up your defense a little bit?
I just came out there, and just gave 100%. I just came out slow along with others, my whole team in the first half, and I had to pick it up the second half, and but like when we have slow starts, we have enough depth, like Dan just showed y'all, for other people to step up and bring up the tempo, so that when we get in the game, we can feed off their energy as well. So that's what it basically just shows you how much depth we have. And we just need to continue to keep them on and stay together as a team.
Speaking of the depth, Derek Elston making a buck at the end of the halftime and then knocking down a three early there in the second half. And what's he bringing to the ball club coming off the bench?
I mean, Derek Elston is he's a motivator and he's a high energy player. He had a rough start in the year last year, all in all. And the way he's come out and played this year is phenomenal. And without him, we can't win. And the way he comes off the bench and he brings energy is big for our team.
Victor, who had the better alley-oop, you or Pritchard?
I liked Holmes' alley-oop actually because that was pretty uncatchable. He caught it, Yeah, but Dan threw the hoop, that connection right there, it's pretty hard to beat.
Verdell, you've been here 4 years, obviously coming off probably the biggest win the team has had at North Carolina State on Wednesday. How tough was it to come back and repeat that kind of performance?
I don't think it was very tough at all. Like I said, we didn't show any sign of hangover in practice, but I thought we had one of our best practices this year the next day. And like I said, I just think we came out real sluggish. But it's not hard. I think the second half he showed that we can do it consecutive games.
The 87 guys give you guys any inspiration coming into this one?
Man, they speak for themselves. That's a phenomenal group right there. What they succeed, their accomplishments and their successes is where we want to be at. So we had to show them that we can play in the end of basketball. And I'm glad they were here, and it was nice meeting all of them, and I'm glad they came.
Verdell, could you speak to the difference of playing with great effort and pressing, and what led you guys to be able to come out with that great effort and not press in the second half?
I think we let our defense, create our offense. In the first half, we were sluggish on defense, so that created us being sluggish on offense. And like I said, with guys like Dan coming in and creating that extra spark, we got a lot of turnovers, we get a lot of fast breaks, and we just look a lot more fluid.
What did you guys get to? What was the interaction like with the 87 team? What did you get to do? What did you get to talk to them about?
They came in and watched us this morning shoot around, and then afterwards we had to talk to them, and they just gave some motivational words that that stays in the family, and it motivated us. So, anytime we have legends like that come in, it's always a great honor.
You guys talked about just Danny bringing you guys spark for you two guys. What does he bring? I guess when you bring Danny on the floor, how much does that change the dynamic, and just how does he help you guys just get motivated? I guess.
I mean, it showed tonight, you know. Like I said before a while ago, I'm not sure what game it was. Without him, we can't win. I mean, he brings spark in practice, and when he gets in there, he brings a spark, you know. I mean, a lot of the stuff he does, people don't see, you know. But when he gets in there, he gives it all he got, man. And like I said, he's my teammate, he's my brother, so I'm behind him 100%, and without him, we can't win.
You guys are going to be undefeated heading into next weekend against Kentucky. What can you guys take from maybe the 87 team's example to going into a big game like that, and what do you do this week to get prepared?
You just got to continue to keep doing what we're doing. You know, just continue to keep getting better throughout the week, and just continue to take those skills that the 87 team gave us, and you know, just transfer it to the court. You know, and just continue to keep working hard and listening to Coach Green and staying together as a team and getting better throughout the week.
Jan, when you come into a game and you haven't played much, obviously immediately you've got to be ready to go. How hard is that? You don't have a chance to warm up. It's not like you're riding a bike or something to get warmed up. How do you get ready for that?
I mean, it's just kind of always been my role to come in at a couple minutes at a time. I mean, it's not really anything you can practice. I just know I'm only going to get a couple minutes at a time, so I got to make them count. And if it's 2 minutes, then I can't really waste 30 seconds or a minute kind of getting myself loose. I kind of got to be ready to go from the first play I get in. That's what I try to do. I didn't do a great job in the first half, but I feel like I provided some energy that we needed in the second half, but we all picked it up in the second half. So.
Hey, Danny, you went to high school in Indiana. Just talk about your experience beating the 87 team. What's that mean for you?
It's really cool. It's really special. Just their presence is special. I mean, I obviously wasn't alive to watch them, but I mean, those are household names in my family. I mean, even the 10th and 11th guy are household names in my family. So I mean, it's very cool just to get to meet them all and for all of them to be here and for them to be recognized. That was very cool.
Danny, what have you decided to do just, I guess, to maintain your role? I mean, as you've been around here, I mean, they've continued to bring more and more guards in here. I'm sure it's been tougher and tougher for you to get any time on the floor, basically. How have you kind of just kept your head and, you know, just continued to just keep the role that you've had?
I just try to keep doing what I can do well. I mean, what I do well is defend and provide energy, and I mean, I'm not going to score a lot or do anything much more than that. I just, I know my role and I try to do that well, and I mean, most importantly, I just got to help guys in practice. I mean, I won't play a lot, but if I keep getting other guys better in practice, then that's the best thing I can do.
You talked about the alley-oop to Pritchard. How much did you want that to happen at least once? I know you tried it once, it didn't work the first time. Were you dedicated to making that happen?
I don't know. I mean,
he was happy. He was super happy.
Tom's my buddy, so I try to get him a bucket every now and then.
Anything else for these guys? Okay, I'm going to go get Coach.